All right, we're prepping. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah.
Oh,
Woo!
right. What's going on? I'm Scott.
And I'm Bill.
And this is
The Bill and Scott Cubicle Show.
Epi number 89.
Man, I am feeling the spirit of the season today.
Wow, season 1 is almost over.
And we got some big plans for season 2 that I just thought of, and I should probably write down so we don't forget, because we always do that.
Yo, 2018
Writing it
is
down
going
right
to be
now
large
with
and
my-
in charge.
With my mutant dolphin pen.
All things are bigger in season 2. Remember that. To steal a motto from Texas. Because Texas doesn't matter because they're still sleeping, maybe.
Because they're in the wrong time zone.
All right, well, anyways, so we're going to get into this whole internet section with the YouTube most viral and with this allegedly relaunching of Vine. So we're going to get into that in a few minutes here. But let's tackle it right now. So Meek Mill, behind bars for possibly up to 4 years, all right, for violating parole. There's been all that stuff said about his judge being shady and should we trust her, all that stuff. Regardless how we feel about her, she is the judge and she makes the final call there, and it is what it is. So, but it doesn't seem like Meek is going to let that judge get him down. He is going to stay up, and he is going to be out there helping the other people in the cell. So basically, he is a part of a general labor crew that gets his hands very dirty. Prison rep tells sources that he cleans the cell blocks, he tidies up the prison grounds, and washes dishes. He also cooks food and serves it up too. And apparently he does it all with a smile on his face while making 19 cents an hour.
I hope he washes his hands in between cleaning and cooking.
Does it even matter?
I guess not. For 19 cents an hour. Yeah. I wouldn't wash my hands for 19 cents an hour. But I think he's going to be okay.
And then he also
gets on the outside.
But he's got some juicy perks right now because he's got some good behavior. He's working. He's contributing to society in jail.
Jail society?
Society?
Prison. Is it jail or prison? I know there's a distinction.
Okay. Let's look here.
Prison is for, like, long-term, bigger deal. Jail is, like, the local. Like, you get thrown in jail for, like, 30 days. Probably prison. But anyway.
He's behind bars.
Yeah.
He's in a jail or prison.
One of the two.
He can't go nowhere.
I don't know. We're not corrective facility specialists.
Okay.
Jail, prison, it's the same thing around here.
For real. All right, but he's got some juicy perks. So Meek, he gets access to the electrical and carpentry shops, and his wait list, and he's waitlisted for some therapy courses.
Okay.
So, I mean, at least he's, like, not letting it get down.
Right.
And he could be just in the cell doing nothing and letting it destroy him, but it sounds like he's trying to make the best of a situation. I'm sure he would rather be out there popping bottles and spitting bars instead of,
popping blocks and spitting food.
And sitting behind bars.
Oh, there you go. That's better. Sorry.
I got to remember that so I can use it on air later on today. Oh, fire.
Hold on, I'll write that down for you.
Thank you.
Popping blocks and sitting behind bars.
Ooh. Bars. All right. Well, anyways, so Adele, well, we're in the little music thing. Adele's album 21 has been, one of the biggest albums of the past, 5 years or so, you would say?
Came out in March of 2011, so yeah, 6 years.
Wow, 6 years. So Adele's 21 has officially fallen from the Billboard Top 200.
For the first time since it was released, that's 353 straight weeks on the chart. In that time, It was the best-selling album in the U.S. and Canada in 2011 and 2012, went 14 times platinum, never dipped below number 35 in those 2 years. But here's the thing.
Okay.
That's not even close to being the all-time record for number of weeks in the Billboard 200.
Tell me what the all-time record is.
Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon, 933 weeks. That is just shy of 18 years. 18 years? Good God. So you think Adele pulls down those big numbers. Well, she does.
What if Adele was put out music more frequently? Do you think she would stay longer in the charts? Because
actually, no. I think the opposite.
Really?
Yeah. I think the reason Adele does so well is because she rhymes with the power of hell. No, I just had to throw that in because because of the scarcity. It's an artificial it makes it rare, you know, like it's like, oh, there's a new Adele song. We've been waiting years for this. Like, remember when Hello came out?
Hello.
And now, I'm not a critic, but Hello is, as a song, I would categorize it as boring as hell. It's not really, I don't like it that much. It's very powerful.
Oh, really?
And a lot of people were like, oh, I cried when I heard it. I was like, there were tears coming out of my eyes because I was yawning so much. But, sorry, I lapsed back into critic mode, but it's okay because the book ended, like, yesterday. So, anyway, what I'm saying is, it was the fact that it was the first Adele song in, like, 3 years that made it such a huge impact. And that album sold, like, 3 million copies in its first week. Because of that, I think it's smart. I think
is Adele a watered-down version of Amy Winehouse?
No, she's watered up. Definitely watered up.
Watered up?
Yeah.
You think Adele's better than Amy Winehouse?
In terms of pretty much everything, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I will say
you
that.
are on the wrong side, my friend.
I never really much cared for Amy Winehouse. Her one, though, that Rehab song, I thought it was annoying. So, and oh, here we go. We get into that people who died too young. She was 27 when she died, and now she's gone down as a legend. Granted, there were a lot of people who thought she was a legend when she was alive. I was not one of them. I'm still not one of them. So, you know,
I don't think she's a legend, but I think she's great. I think she was a really great artist. And the fact that she could she would just grab a big old bottle of whiskey and swiggle it down during a show, that's.
Well, look how that went for her.
That's some artistic.
I mean, I'm not familiar with much of her material. Like, basically, that one song is the only one
I like a lot of it. I like her better than Adele. My opinion.
Can't make it back.
I'm not a critic. I'm not a critic.
I think Adele is very talented, and I think that she deserves a lot of the success that she has. To the degree that she's got it, that's up for debate, but people love her, so.
Lil Pump, right?
Yeah.
Album-wise.
From Adele to Lil Pump. We're just on the talent plateau right here.
Yeah, so Lil Pump, his album, his mixtape, his debut project, right? This dude only has 17 tracks out, and
he's only got
crazy.
17 years lived.
Right.
One track for every year.
Crazy.
I didn't know he was that young. I just looked that up on the internet the other day. That's how I...
17 for 17. It's like 21 for 21. How many weeks did 21 spend at 21 on the Billboard charts? That's what I want to know.
I don't know. That's a good question.
That's the question.
That's the real stat. We need to get the people from, like, Fox Sports on that
one. So Lil Pump put out his debut project, Lil Pump. It has Gucci Gang on it. It has its own D-Rose boss on it. Well, he allegedly got a $345,000 advance from Warner Brothers for the album, and he gets 17% royalties on it.
Okay.
Which basically sets up for, he's probably going to make a little bit more than that for another album or whatever, but that's... I guess that's how they're doing the record deals these days. Give them their little advance.
They give them advance and a cut of the royalties.
You know what I mean? They're not, it don't look like they're really signing them for long terms.
Yeah, well, that makes sense considering the way that, albums perform and the way that they're released these days. You don't sign, a multi-record contract is what you're saying?
Yeah.
You're just okay, here's one. We'll see how that does. And then you'll get paid based on that.
Like a Wiz Khalifa or, maybe a Big Sean or something like that. They're obviously going to be able to sign album deals if they want to, but...
That's like the old system.
Yeah.
So if you're already in the old system, you probably can maintain it. But, for up-and-comers like this, you get people that have one real big hit. You don't know if they're going to go anywhere. So, yeah, it feels like the safe option. And with streaming and the way albums are distributed these days anyway.
And I would say Warner Brothers is going to benefit from this deal with Lil Pump because $345,000 for the advance on it, I'm sure they've already made that back.
Yeah, I mean, that's a lot for somebody who's 17 years old, but for big record label,
that's nothing for them. That's petty money.
Right.
Damn, if I was 17 years old with that much money, I'm telling you, if I was rich and I would have been worse than Justin Bieber. I'm just saying. I would have been 30,000 times worse than how Bieber wilded out when he was 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. I would have been take what Bieber done, and I would have done it every single day, 10 times a day.
Peeing in a bucket, spitting at his neighbors, throwing eggs, driving 80 miles an hour through a 30-mile-an-hour gated community.
I would have been going 120 through a 30.
All right.
I would have thrown boxes of eggs at all my neighbors.
I think you're selling yourself short.
I would have drove... Yeah. But anyways, I would have wilded out is what I'm saying if I had all that money when I was a kid. And speaking of Lil Pump, he's got the song Gucci Gang, and we put out a awesome remix to it called Flannel Gang, and I just posted it below. And if you would check out the parody of Flannel Gang and share it,
join the Flannel Gang.
I would appreciate it.
Hashtag Flannel Gang.
Because this is possibly one of the greatest moments.
We put in seriously like 20 minutes of work into that.
It was
well,
fun.
it was a lot more than that for Scott doing the writing and the producing.
Well,
but
the writing and the rhyming took me about, no exaggeration, 5 minutes to write.
that's because this guy is a G.
Okay.
And he knows how
I
the flows goes.
Spit my bars in one take. One take. Well, actually two, because I did the chorus and then I did the verse. So is that one take or 2 takes?
I would count that as one take in 2 instances.
Okay. And then Billy
It
came
took
in
me more than that to do my my ad libs.
and did his ad libs in 5 takes.
yeah. Well, because at first I couldn't stop laughing. So, because I mean, it's just the joy of flannel. If you feel it, you feel it, and sometimes it just bubbles up too
Give
much.
him an example of an ad lib that you did.
Oh, like Walmart. Oh, my favorite one was generic cubes. That was
Check it out. The video is posted
generic
below.
cubes.
Flannel Gang, we appreciate it. Okay, so before we get into this whole YouTube viral internet section
Video
here,
breakdown.
Ryan
Reynolds.
Thank
I think
you.
that's what you're trying to say.
Yes.
All right, he signed on for a starring role in a major global franchise. Hi, Jake.
Flannel Gang.
Is that the Flannel Gang sign?
I guess so. Throw
All right.
your boxes
It's
up.
the itsy bitsy Flannel Gang.
Ryan Reynolds Pikachu.
Anyway, yeah, Ryan Reynolds is going to be Pikachu. That's the long and short of it here. There's apparently a live-action Pokemon movie called Detective Pikachu in the
Sounds
works.
horrible.
And
like
Ryan Reynolds is going to, not just voicing Pikachu, he's going to be motion capture acting Pikachu. So picture Ryan Reynolds running around with a green, green suit with like little motion capture balls all over it, acting like Pikachu.
Pika.
It's absurd.
At least the lines are really easy to get though.
I'm wondering, is he just
Pika?
gonna say Pikachu, or is it gonna be a Pikachu that speaks English like Meowth from the show?
Pika.
See, why didn't they hire you?
Pikachu.
Because they didn't want to take you away from the Cubicle Show.
Idiots.
That's
I didn't do a good Pika. Let me tell you a funny story about Pikachu.
please,
There it is.
Please, okay. Is that it?
Yeah.
Okay, that was the funniest Pikachu story I ever heard. All right, let's get to
Okay.
YouTube.
So YouTube put out their most viral videos of 2017, and they also did a whole bunch of other lists. So their most viral video of 2017. You got the list there?
I got the most watched videos
Okay.
of 2017.
Okay, so their most viral video of 2017 goes to a man singing in an oyster costume.
Oh yeah, so that's the number 1 most watched non-music video.
Yeah, because I guess the music videos are on a whole nother side. Because
Right.
music videos get 200 million,
billions
of views. So you got to separate it from, us peasants out there.
Right.
that are
Most viewed
creating.
YouTube video of 2017 was Despacito, because it's the most viewed YouTube video of all time, and it only just came out in January. It's got almost 4.5 billion views.
Good God.
Number 2 was Shape of You by Ed Sheeran, 2.8 billion. So then beyond that, it's just a whole list of music videos. And then the number 1 most viewed non-music video was a guy on a Thai singing competition singing in an oyster suit, which I had never even heard of before I saw this list. But apparently it's got 180 million views. So, and it kind of, I feel like that's a good shift into the...
That was me pretend to be Trump drinking water, by the way.
Yeah.
I know how to hold a bottle. Okay.
The YouTube Rewind 2017, I watched it, and I was like, what is going on here? I don't remember most of this stuff. They zoned in on, 3 separate things, and they kept going back to them. And I see people in the comments complaining about, why didn't you include this? Why didn't you include this, that, the other thing? And then some other people are like, well, it's only 7 minutes long. You can't fit the entire year in 7 minutes.
Yes, you can.
Well, you could... if you stopped doing fidget spinners every 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Like, how many fidget spinners they show in this freaking video? Plus, you got these YouTube stars that are barely recognizable, right? They don't have the big ones like PewDiePie. And Markiplier's in there for,
They had,
a
Logan
half
Paul,
a second.
though.
Yeah, like Jake and Logan Paul, who everybody hates, as far as I know. I don't know how he's so popular, but...
Well, they're popular. They were in
I
there.
believe they got their start on Vine, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't know anything about them.
But I think that's also a good segue into the video platform of the future.
Oh.
Vine.
2.
This is a real thing. It's
that
actually
needs to be
happening.
their marketing promo. They got to be like, you have a video and they're like, welcome back. It's Vine 2.
What can we do with the Vine 2?
So the internet just exploded yesterday because the creator of Vine was like, hey, I've been thinking about, or a couple days ago, he basically teased about it. Then yesterday, he almost but confirmed that he's doing it, about launching another Vine, another platform. Originally, Vine was created, however long ago it was created, and it was sold to Twitter before it was ever even launched.
So
right?
It's basically always been part of Twitter. And this guy did say that he's basically self-funding it. This is not part of the company that he works for now.
Yeah.
So he's like doing this on his own, which makes me wonder. Conspiracy theory time.
Okay. Before you get to your conspiracy theory, let me say a few things here.
Yeah.
One, I would think Twitter would own the name of Vine, so if you try to call it Vine 2 or Vine or whatever, I think you're probably going to run into some problems right there.
Good point.
So I don't know if the platform will come back as Vine. Number two, I don't really want 7-second videos. Again, to be honest with you,
I thought it was a fun medium.
I think that it was fun, but it was a little primitive. It needs a lot of help to make it go.
Let's see what they come up with for Vine 2, though.
And Vine 2, what's it going to come out, be popular for 6 months, a year, and then it's just going to die for its second time? What's the point of bringing it back to life? Okay, conspiracy.
Here's the thing, right? So they sold it before it even came out. What if they sold Vine so that they would have enough money to make Vine 2 and do exactly what they wanted with it? What if they were sandbagging the entire time? And that's why Vine was only 6 seconds, and that's why it died, because it was born to die like Lana Del Rey.
Say what you want.
Now, I had something else that I was going to say, and I forgot what it was.
Sorry.
Yeah! Be on the lookout for my new social media platform, MySpace 2. It's coming out in 2019.
Damn, MySpace 2?
Yeah.
Space it.
I can say that because apparently you have as you pointed out, there's no problems with trademark or anything. Yeah. What if they pronounce it? What if it's not pronounced Vine, though? What if it's Vinay?
Vinay?
Yeah.
Vinay.
Can they get around it that way?
What if they just call it V2?
Yeah, that'll probably work.
They should call
because
it
that's
V2.
What the logo is V2, yeah.
I am going to try to trademark V2.
Get in on that quickly.
And then sell it. Remember how, I believe it was Bobby Bones, the country morning show guy, he bought, the Make America Great Again, he copywrote it, and then because Trump never did originally, and then Trump had to buy it from him, and then he, donated it to, a charity or whatever.
That's funny. I didn't know that.
Maybe I could make a quick $500 from V2.
Yeah. Maybe you could even make a quick 300,000, like Lil Pump, bringing it full circle.
Flannel gang it, baby.
Hashtag flannel gang.
Check that video out below. All right, so that's it for today's episode of the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show, Monday through Thursday, 10:30 Eastern Time
this week, because that's the only time zone that matters. And oh man, I could make a really bad joke. I'm not going to. I'll make it when we're done.
Okay. So basically, with this all being said, we've got about 2 strong weeks left of Cubicle shows. And then when we get to the Christmas week, we'll have a Christmas episode.
A special.
We'll do an episode to close out the week, I believe, possibly.
Something like that we were talking about.
So there's going to be something Christmas week. And then the first week of the new year, there will be no show. And then we'll return on the 8th with season number 2.
Because everybody needs a break.
To fully bring it full circle.
Oh, man. Season 2. It's going to be like Vine 2.
V2. But
BS2.
Damn, son. One more time for the people we had to hit them with the... All right, so we'll see you Monday, 10:30 Eastern Time.
Because that's the only time on the matter, so I'm going to say it again.
Okay, bye-bye.
1. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show! That's what I'm talking about, boy! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. It's the Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Cubicle Show. Not a rectangle show. Not a triangle show. Not a pyramid show. It's a cubicle show. Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah? Bill and Scott Cubicle Show. Yeah! Cubicle Show. We just got 1. Boy!